The first Mighty Ducks movie is a really good sports movie. It's really that good. It's really enjoyable, and I gotta say, it's one of my favorite sports movies. But on the other hand, D2 and D3, I love and hate at the same fucking time. Yeah, this is Derrick Yasha, and today I'm going to rant on D2 and D3. Let's fucking get into it, alright? So, anyways, my problems with the film. I'm gonna explain it right now. It's just a rehash of the first fucking movie, alright? I guess the sequel was not needed at all. And the third sequel, too, was not needed at all. Sorry about that. But, anyways, it's like, ugh. First off, they are tweens in this movie. They are not kids anymore. They are not 9 or 10. They are tweens. And then they get really big, and of course that they are Team USA, and they are gonna play off against the big leagues. But no, they still gotta bitch and fucking complain because they are not ducks. Okay? And then of course karma ensues for them, and Gordon Bombay starts acting like a fucking asshole to them. And then not only that, they suffer in playing and they're not really enjoying it. And basically, they are failing as a team. Whereas in the first movie, it's understandable and thus the fact that he had to have fun with them. Okay? Whereas in this movie, it's just okay. Yeah, we have that a little bit, but it's kind of copying the first movie here. Alright? And of course, that um, karma ensues again. And of course, that there is conflict and arguments in the team, and so on and so forth. And then one of the ducks can't concentrate because of some kid mocking uh, Gordon Bombay and him. Okay, and then of course he wants to beat the shit out of that little bastard that's mocking him. And then not only that, it's just like stupidity. Alright? I'm just saying. And then of course you have new team recruits, which is a rehash of the old team. But basically it's like new recruits for the team, but it's just like copy and paste, copy and paste. Alright, so anyways, it's just like what the fuck was they doing, honestly? And basically, at the end of the film, of course, that Gordon Bombay does come back. He doesn't act like an asshole anymore. And then, of course, that they have to bring the Ducks outfits back so that they won't have a tantrum fit. Yeah, in my opinion, um, they're just fucking idiotic and they're morons. My God. I mean, I mean, the people that associate the court is like, all right, we gotta bring the outfits back, or else these tweens are gonna have tantrum fits on the field, and they're gonna go batshit crazy. Yeah, And of course, like I mentioned before, there's a lot of arguments and fights. But yeah, enough said about that, really, because I am pissed off and I don't want to explain anymore about this film. But other than the fact that it's a love and hate movie. And of course, some of the soundtrack is good, some of the soundtrack is bad. The scores was okay. Everything about this movie was okay. It gets a 3 out of 5 from me. But was this a review? No, this was more like a rant. Alright, because I do have my problems with this film. And thus the fact that he never wears this high school jacket in the film. Bombay is always wearing the suit. Like, for reals, yo. Okay, so let's move on to 3. What could I say? This is the weak sauce of them. I mean, it's still an okay film, but the only reason why I was watching 2 and 3 was because of Emilio Estevez. Alright? But other than that, Emilio Estevez in this film was only in it like for like 10, maybe up to 12, maybe 15 minutes at the most of screen time. Maybe even less than that. Maybe 5 or 10 minutes, I was right. Yeah, because mainly he dumps the ducks off to the school, and of course that they are teenagers now. And they still gotta act like children, kids. But they are teenagers now. So anyways, of course, that one of the ducks uh, gets chased down by a dog, and then of course gets a sheet on his face, and he's like, I can't stop skating, or some bullshit like that. And basically, the other ducks are at the school, and yeah, they come at the school late, and basically there's a play going on, or some kind of band playing, or something like that. And then one of the idiots says, Hi, we're the ducks. And yeah, how am I supposed to find that amusing and funny? So anyways, the students at the school fucking hates them. And I can understand why. Because they are still morons. Okay? Fine. It was understandable in the first movie because yet again there was kids. Over here, they were supposed to mature from the last film, which they didn't. They were still like that in this film. Alright? And then, not to top it all off, the kids or the students pick on them, and then, of course, the ducks think, oh, we gotta pick back at them. And basically, um, they were supposed to join this team, the Warriors, which sounds better than the Ducks. If you want my honest opinion, the Warriors are badasses, alright? And then, of course, that they still think that the Ducks are still Ducks, and they're quacking, and the new coach is like, what the hell is that? Knock it off! It's embarrassing. Yeah, and I'm kind of with that coach, alright? Because they're teenagers now, and they're still acting like fucking kids. Honestly. And then, not to top it all off, it's just stupid. It's stupidity. And then, of course, you got one of the ducks going to uh, the coach that taught Emilio Estevez, and of course, he passes away, and yada yada, whatever. And then, of course, they have to give them back the duck outfits because, yet again, yet a fucking again, um, I guess the high school's like, all right, listen, these are batshit crazy teens, and they want their duck outfits. We gotta give it to them, or else they're gonna be batshit crazy in the school. So yeah, of course that they give them back the duck outfits, and yada yada ensues, and the ending is trying to be like the first movie, and it's like, blech, whatever. It's a love and hate thing with 3, but the only reason why I was watching it is for Emilio Estevez. He was the only thing going for it, but I'll say this, his performance was pretty good, but this time he wasn't an asshole. Okay? Yeah, fine. It's understandable in the first movie for him to be an asshole a little bit and then evolve into a good person. And then from a good person to an asshole. And then at the end, from an asshole to a good person. But then from a good person again. And basically, he was good in this film, but I can understand why the fuck he wanted to dump them off at the school. Yeah, there was that thing where you have to help out the handicap or whatever. But other than that, I think it was an excuse for the movie to say, look, this coach is sick and tired of these tired ducks. And that's why he fucking dumped them there. And I get it. I understand why. And the movie just has to make up this excuse that it's like, oh, he was helping out the handicap. All right, fine. Yeah, that's a good subplot, but still, your main plot is pretty stupid. All right, because you have this new coach that is treating them like an asshole, and then it's basically taking the same shit from 2, where Bombay is treating the ducks like shit, and he's acting like a fucking asshole, or he's being a fucking asshole. And yeah, I do have my problems with this film too, but it's a love and hate thing. Believe me, it's a love and hate thing. Um, it's okay. It's alright. I mean, everything is okay and so. And let me just mention this. I'll do a review on this whenever I can. I'll try, alright? But other than the fact that, yeah, I might review these movies along with the first one, but I just had to mention these problems that I had with 2 and 3. Yeah, and here's the thing though, isn't a sequel supposed to be different than the first? Not the same rehashed bullshit? I mean, honestly. But that's just me, alright? Anyways, guys, I am out. Peace.